is your biggest competitor? That's a good joke. Wait, are you serious?
So serious.
Okay, because I don't have any competitors in this show. I'm top dog. 4 days ago, I was in Florida. I was celebrating my win already in Disney World.
So, as you guys know, I've been doing this competition for 2 years. This is my third year now. And I'm going to be honest with you. The only person I can see myself having trouble with is Jackson Mattingly, because he's just super dense. He's a dense kid. You get the most bang for your buck when you have Jackson.
My biggest competitor is Robert Spiewak, because he's the second most handsome behind me.
My biggest competitor is definitely Ollie Rana, because usually I'm the most handsome in all of these competitions, but this time I'm the second behind him.
Are there really any competitors in this? I mean,
Honestly, I don't know, man. It's tough because depends on what you want.
If I'm being really honest, probably my inner self. I think the only thing that I really can do to mess this competition up is just get too nervous or really too overconfident. I gotta really lock it in that sweet zone.
Diggy, the man's got a middle part. He studies TikToks every night and practices them. Also, he wasn't here for most of the practices, so why should I be intimidated by that guy?
How about Mr. Diggy Dubs?
Okay, so one time, me and Diggy were playing around in my backyard, jumping on the trampoline, and he decided to push me off the trampoline, and I started crying. Like it was a traumatizing experience for me. I haven't talked to him since, and I really don't like to talk about Diggy just because of that reason.
Diggy's just not gonna win.
Diggy, he tries to have that mohawk, but just can't even grow it right.
What kind of name's Diggy? I don't really see the competition there.
John? Nah, they went to sim school. I don't even know who they are.
John was in it 2 other times and he lost both those times.
John, this is his 3rd year and he hasn't won, so I'm not concerned about that. And it's probably going to be the same outcome as the last 2 years.
For biggest competitor, honestly, could be John Pearsall. My guy, it's just, people are just afraid of gingers, I'm worried that they'll just handle the competition just because they're worried, but it's whatever.
John Pearsall? Guy's a ginger, man. I just don't even see that.
Ali, you saw his walk. That was probably the best aspect of his competition skills.
Did you see me on the stage? Did you see me do my walk? I think I just won the competition then and there. Also, I'm the only kid in the competition with the bob, so.
Because you got people like Ali, looking like you could eat cereal out of his hair.
Yeah, Ali's really the only real competition.
Ali, he actually probably is the biggest competitor, not gonna lie. I have nothing bad to say about him.
Allie's just too short to compete.
I'm the real winner, so only real competition.
Is Robert Spiewak?
Robert looks like a pool noodle.
He's just lanky, built like a noodle. Don't get me wrong, I love pasta, but there's a line.
Spiewak also likes cowboys, so that's just not a good look.
Drew does have a clean fade. He's got a clean fade, but watch him in the group dance. I don't know if this is before or after the group dance, but just look how stiff the man is. Come on.
Gosh, Drew is just dances like a robot, and not like a cool one, like an old C-3PO, needs some grease.
Drew, still not a lot going on there.
Drew is really stiff, he can't dance at all, so I think the judges are really going to see that and notice that he has no ability to dance.
Drew lost last year and he's always complaining.
The other people are no competition to me, especially Jackson, because one time I was at school and he was supposed to get Chick-fil-A for me, and when he brought it, he only gave me 1 hash brown. So what is that? I don't get what that means.
Barrett, who are the other competitors? I don't even remember them. Jackson, he didn't even have an act for like 2 days ago. Literally, it's the only way he's gonna win is because he's the SCA president. Like, it's not gonna lie.
Jackson, I don't see a lot going on there.
Max, I don't know. Like, he just there's no potential in him. And he's a kicker, so.
Max, he's a wannabe Charlie D'Amelio, and who wants to be Charlie D'Amelio? Like, you know the whole scandal she had.
Max, did you see his song last year? Disgusting.